If you start learning French today, what should you do? There's YouTube, books, apps, grammar books, Duolingo, all sort of things. So most people waste a lot of time switching technique or not doing the right technique at the right time in order. Some learn by reading and then they mess up their whole pronunciation. Some play Duolingo forever but they forget what they've learned the month before. You can try watching stuff, but if you understand nothing, you understand nothing. People are learning and forgetting. And then they say, nah, French is too hard. No, it's not that bad. The problem is the roadmap. Today I'm gonna give you the 4-level roadmap to learn to speak Canadian French confidently. And if you do follow it in the right order, you'll learn way faster than most people. Hello, my name is Etienne. I've given 1,000+ lessons and I've helped many students go from 0 to hero. After all these lessons, I've noticed something. The students who improve fast all follow the same road. Let's break down the roadmap together. We have 4 levels, okay? Beginner, intermediate, advanced, and master. Level 1, beginner. The goal is to unlock your understanding fast. When you're a beginner, your goal is not speaking or grammar. Not right now, just wait a bit. You need to unlock comprehension. And to do that, you need 2 things. First, study pronunciation deeply. This is the biggest mistake beginner makes. They start learning through books without learning how the language works. Big mistake. If you don't know the correct pronunciation, you'll make mistake and then you'll reinforce them by remaking it. You'll start becoming confident and you'll speak faster, but we will understand nothing. And then you'll have to relearn the correct pronunciation of everything, and it's gonna be hard. Pronunciation is the first step. You need to learn by hearing stuff, for sure. Step 2, learn the 200 most used word of the language. This, I believe, is the secret. The 200 most used word of the language is 50% of everything we're saying. It's gonna unlock everything. This means that after knowing 200 words, reading will become much easier. You'll be able to understand stuff. And from there, learning new words is gonna be much easier. Because now you'll understand the structure of a sentence. The foundation. It's the foundation. By the way, in the Canadian French Academy, I did take that 200 word list, put it in chunks of 10 words that make sense, that build upon each other like layers. And I created audio flashcard to learn all of them in order, okay? Check it out. So, once you understand the 200 most used word and you know correct pronunciation, you can go to the next step, the most important phase, level 2. Intermediate. The goal is to explode your vocabulary. This is where the real progress starts. Now, you gotta start reading. Reading is the fastest way to grow vocabulary. Why? Because you get context, you get repetition, you get phrase structure, and natural grammar. But reading only is not enough. You need to retain that information, the stuff you're learning, which bring me to flashcard, Anki. Every time that you find a new word, okay, first search it on Google, understand it, and when you get that moment, make a flashcard, add it to Anki. And also, stay up to date with your Anki. Every day, you gotta just review your card. It should be quite quick. You just review the new stuff you've learned just to make sure it really stick. This is the secret. It's not about learning stuff at the speed of light. It's about not forgetting what you're learning at the speed of light if you want. Daily reviewing is gonna be much better to retain all that information you're getting. That's how you learn fast. So, now that you can understand most written French and you can slowly understand conversation, you move to the next step. Level 3, advanced. Your goal now is to fix mistake and train real comprehension. Now you start consuming real stuff. YouTube, TV shows, movie, music, anything goes. Podcast. But that's not all, okay? Most of you can do way more than just this. Watching passively will work a little, okay? But what you need is like active listening. So the technique, you watch French content, you write a summary of that content. You get it corrected by whatever, ChatGPT if you want, any corrector. You understand your mistake, you learn from them, you see. Okay, that's where. This step will reveal grammar gaps you might have, vocabulary gaps you might have, comprehension gaps. you might have. This is gonna reveal what you need to focus on to improve. A lot of people get stuck at this stage because they just passively listen to a bunch of stuff, but this technique is the way to keep improving and improving. So at this point, you understand a lot, but something is missing. Level 4, the master level. The goal is to become comfortable speaking. Nothing will replace real conversation, okay? Not movie, not books, not apps. Real conversation will force your brain to think fast, adapt to different accent, different voice, different speed, and to handle real interaction. This is why the speaking practice is the last step. At this level, you have to find a way to speak to different people, different accent, different speed, different personality. This is what creates real fluency. And I know because I've been there. I was already listening to music in English, rap music, watching movies with no subtitle. It was easy, YouTube videos, everything. But when I moved to an English city in Ontario for 2 years, the first month or two, when I was in group conversation with different accents, different people from everywhere, it was hard. Sometimes it was transforming into just sound. I was like, oh, it just sound, and oh, and now I understand, and oh, it just sound, and now I understand. It took a month or two of that to finally understand everything all the time. So don't give up. Don't you give up. Now, if you follow this roadmap alone, you can learn Canadian French. But doing it alone is slower and not as fun as doing it with people, because you'll need to stay accountable. You'll need pronunciation training. You'll need to learn the most important words. You'll need a daily retention systems of flashcard. And most of all, you'll need real conversation. And this is exactly why I created the Canadian French Academy. In the Academy, you get full pronunciation course, beginner 200 most used word course, audio, flashcards, and live group discussion 2 times a week. And the biggest advantage, if you were to learn all that through a private tutor per hour, it will cost you thousands of dollars. And through the Canadian French Academy, you'll get continuous learning and discussion and everything for $9 a month. And remember, 5 minutes every day of learning will beat for sure 1 hour a week of a private lesson. You need to work daily and have some focus. So, if you follow this roadmap, okay, beginner, intermediate, advanced, and master, for sure you will level up your French. If you want to learn more about this roadmap, check the link in the description. And if this video helped you to understand where you are and where to go and what to do, subscribe. I will continue posting videos like this to help you gain French fluency. Okay? You're the best. Peace.